Guys, today is Thursday and definitely we have to do a throwback. But before we do that throwback, I want to tell you exactly what we are going to talk about in today's video. In today's video, we are going to take a look at how Tottenham Hotspurs lost Eberechi Eze to Arsenal. And also take a look at what Andre Ayew had to say about Kudus, Semenyo, and also other Ghanaian players playing in the English Premier League, amongst many others. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it and begin with a throwback video. Guys, check this video out. But then, guys, let me hear from you. What do you think about the throwback video? But then, let's talk about Andre Ayew. He's currently in Ghana. He trains a lot. He trains with young players. He trains with players who play abroad. He trains with players who play in the Ghana Premier League. And they're all doing all this to be fit for the upcoming season. Andre Ayew himself is now a free agent. He's still in search of a club. I brought you an update stating that Ajaccio are interested in the player. They have been linked to the player. But then he talked about his time in the English Premier League, talked about Kudus, Semenyo, his brother Jordan Ayew, and also other Ghanaian players in the EPL in a video that is trending currently on social media. Guys, check out this video.
It was lovely, Great time in the Prem at Swansea, West Ham, Nottingham, etc. You know, a lot of great memories. You know, now we have others who are there to pick up the baton. We are also praying for them to continue the same way. My brother too is also in England, also living. You know, you have Antoine, you have Kuku, you have Kamal has left, you have Fatau. We have boys in there to raise the flag of Ghana high in England. So they have to keep working hard, you know. And we will also do ours on another side. But everybody needs to have the same mentalities to do what? To fight, to make sure that the flag of Ghana is high and we represent the nation the best as we can. Training. We're here to help each other. We're here to progress, to build on our fitness. A lot of players here soon will be starting, whether it's outside or Ghana Premier League, etc. So we're just getting ready and we have the chance to have competent people around us. So we're training, we're playing always against others who are doing the same thing as us. So it's other professionals, whether outside or in the country. So we are always playing together every weekend or midweek, you know, to keep the fitness level, and we work in the week so that the time everybody goes, everybody will be okay. But today we are coming to really enjoy give joy to all those who also came to watch, and for us personally also to gain more fitness.
So guys, you have heard from Andre Dede Ayew. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Now, let me ask you a question. If you were to add the coach of Ghana, would you have Andre Dede Ayew in the squad for World Cup? Like the last dance? Let me know your answers down below in the comments. For me, I'm going to say yes. I just want to see him play his last game or last tournament with the national team. Let's give him an official send-off. That is what I want. Because I don't think I have seen a proper send-off for a player in the Black Stars. Normally, you want the player has retired. It's either some captaincy issue or something, or the player is injured, or he has been dropped off and he has not been called up. Then the player no more plays for the Black Stars. I want us to do something right. You get me? Maybe the World Cup, we play our games and including, it's not necessarily he starts. He can come in the second half play, but he's part of the squad. A proper send-off. But if you were the coach, what would you do? Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. I know you guys are going to come for me, but still, comment, Andre, Ayew? Now, let's move away from that and talk about Tottenham Hotspur. How did they lose Eberechi Eze to Arsenal? Kai Havertz got injured, and in the next 24 hours, Arsenal completed the signing of Eberechi Eze. It gets me thinking because when Maddison got injured, when they were playing preseason, that was when Tottenham Hotspur started following Eberechi Eze. At a point, they were the only team, they were the front runners to sign Eze. So I don't know what happened, but I have these two theories. One, I believe Tottenham did not do enough because there is a release clause. So why didn't you go and trigger it? A release clause of 60 plus 8, which is like 68 million. You could have easily triggered that. Or the player just loves Arsenal so much, which I'm not going to doubt. When he was a kid, he played Arsenal Academy, where he was let go. And we have seen various videos of him saying that he's a big fan of Arsenal. So maybe he's an Arsenal fan to the extent that when Tottenham were approaching him, he thought to himself, look, I'm going to wait. If Arsenal comes in, I'm going there. If not, Tottenham is my last option. But Tottenham themselves, at a point were too desperate enough to even send Richarlison, player plus cash, for Eberechi Eze. But I'm going to say this. Arsenal, they know how to work in the transfer market. Their work rate is crazy. They did the same thing to Gyökeres, to Manchester United. Arsenal knows how to move in the transfer market. And I'm going to give a salute to Andre Berta. He's doing an excellent job. But I'm going to say this. I was really excited to see the prospects of having Eberechi Eze at Tottenham Hotspur playing together with Mohammed Kudus. But since that is not going to happen, I have been asking myself, what is the next step? What is the next alternative? I see Tottenham Hotspur being linked to Savino, like that is the next player they're going in for. If it was left to me alone, I think Tottenham would be very good for a player of Morgan Rogers, who plays for Aston Villa. Not a bad player in my own opinion. I think he could give you exactly what Eze could have given to Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know if other people object, but if you think there's another player out there that Tottenham should be looking at, let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comment. But I believe having Morgan Rogers, having Kudus, Richarlison, Tottenham mad, you understand. But then, guys, it is what it is. Tottenham themselves, they are looking in another direction. Savino is also not a bad player. I think he comes into the squad, gives them a lot. But then let me hear from you, which other player should Tottenham Hotspur be looking at? I mean, Maddison is injured, and ACL injury is going to take a while. Kulusevski is not yet back. They actually need someone who is versatile enough, could create, could dribble, could do something, could create something out of nothing. That is what they need right now. And I think Morgan Rogers, Savino, these two players can actually do that. But if there are other players, let me know that down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Felix Afena-Gyan. Felix Afena-Gyan, in my previous video when I talked about the player, I stated that he was leaving Cremonese on loan to a Turkish club called Amedspor. Now, according to reports, I can confidently say it is a done deal. It is a loan with an option to buy. It is a done deal. So you can see him wearing the club's jersey, and it is very beautiful. I'm happy for Felix Afena-Gyan, I believe that everyone deserves a fresh start. This could be a fresh start for him. Now, Amedspor are in the second tier in the Turkish league, which is not bad. I mean, you could perform very well there if he could score at least 10 or more goals in a season for Amedspor. Trust me, a lot of Turkish clubs will be looking at him. Yeah, trust me a lot. It's going to happen. He just have to keep his head down and do what he has to do. I'm just also happy that he took off the dread. You know, the dread, I was confused. Which kind of hairstyle was that? But I'm happy he took it off. And I mean, I just can't wait for him to get back to his feet and see him back in the Black Stars, because the last time I saw him in the Black Stars, he was good.
On for his 8th. Nicely offered infield, Abu Francis, and here comes Mensah, and plenty forward with him. Afena-Gyan! That is some strike. Nearly caught out Saint-Hilaire. That had real dip and movement on it. What a hit. Quite a short backlift as well. Roof of the net rather than the back of it, but not by much. Cracking effort. He's a young forward still, back in the fold after a couple of years of absence at international level. Has scored once. This is his 8th cap. What a goal that would have been. Urenki heads it forward towards him, and that's good hold-up play from Afena-Gyan. Pose from Simpson, risky from Urenki. And now the flag's up. Well, Bonsubar was conspicuously trying to not be involved, and then he was. Afena-Gyan, I think, was coming from an onside position. Cheap side, Afena-Gyan, a guilty party this time. Bonsubar. Afena-Gyan. Look at Urenki. Well, Afena-Gyan did, and he's found him after a fashion. 3 minutes and probably a little to add on. Not that that's hugely necessary, but officious, probably. That's a foul. Afena-Gyan pretty blatantly pulled down.
When he played for the Black Stars the last time, he was really, really good. I just want to see him back. But then, guys, that is the update that has to do with Felix Afena-Gyan. Lastly, let's talk about Lawrence Atizigi and his club side, St. Gallen. They played in the Swiss Cup, and they played a game where they scored 13 goals. I don't remember the last time I've seen a game where a team has scored 13 goals in a single game, in a very competitive game. St. Gallen just did that a few days ago. And Lawrence Atizigi was in goal post. He kept a clean sheet. But St. Gallen scored 13, 1-3. Normally, you see these score lines in a TV game, or you see this score line in a charity game. This is crazy. 13 in a Swiss Cup, in a cup game. Oh, this is crazy. When I saw it, I was like, what? 13? Lawrence Atizigi did not even consider a goal? That's crazy. But then, guys, this is what is happening. I mean, it is happening. And I was really, really shocked when I saw 13-0. Like, why? Who did they even play with? Now, the name of the team they played with is called Wallenstedt. They played in the Swiss Cup. And St. Gallen scored 13 goals. Not 3-0, 1-3, 1-3, 13 goals. Charlie, it be mind busting. I don't remember the last time I watched a game where someone, like, a team scored 13 goals. That's crazy. But then, guys, this is the latest update I have for you live here. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go bye.